Hey, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday evening.
Hello, everybody. Hey,
Callie.
Callie, Larry, Herb.
Callie,
How's it
Larry,
going?
Herb.
What are
Hi,
you,
Sarah.
what are you guys all up to? What
There's
are you guys
You're
doing?
sliding.
Sarah. Hello
You're
again.
sliding too.
Sarah.
Mandy. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. What kind of progress has everybody made in our absence?
Say what?
I said, what kind of progress has everybody made in our absence? Sarah said she was just scrolling through to see what to watch.
Not much.
And
I was in the car with the wheel
she
between
needs to take a little hiatus.
my. Yeah, if I can figure out how to pedal the knitting machine while I'm driving, that'd be cool.
Oh,
And it
I
has to,
wonder, I wonder, I wonder. Kelly, that's what everyone's hooking on tonight. I've got a little hat in the works. Somebody else is playing with a Centro. And I don't think Annie's picked anything up just yet. She just kind of got back from her little hiatus. Hey, Izzy.
oh, I got my knitting in my hands, like hand knitting. I'm going to finish this hat. I think
Oh, is this a knitting show? I didn't know we're knitting tonight.
we are now because I'm a knitting.
You're a knitting. There's a Centro with doing some work. Hmm.
Didn't
Can
show.
we really,
So I got a
call
central
this a
going.
crochet show? Yeah, well, then we can't call this a
Yeah.
crochet show.
Welcome back, Jeanette.
Hey, Jeanette. Good evening, darling. How you feeling?
Well, I
I
have
know
a
you're probably going to be going to
I
sleep.
have a crochet hook. I have a crochet hook to finish it off with.
Okay, fair
Back
enough. Fair enough, fair enough.
It's
How
like
you feeling, Miss
technically it is
Jeanette?
crocheting.
But it's not. But that's okay. It's okay. No worries. I mean, it's a hat. That's what it. I mean, we can guarantee it's a hat. That's what we can guarantee. But it's not crochet. It is a hat made by a machine. So, I mean, that's fine. Nobody's saying. I mean, I'm not saying there's anything against it. It's still a hat. Sarah says I started another hat with yellow and orange. Probably tea time. My pop is asleep again, and her nerves won't let me sleep, so she's making hats. I am very thankful that you have chosen to make hats. I'm still working on the one that I started earlier, but I was also playing with yarn while we were away. Yes, 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 yes. Yarn for
all for yarn.
do, 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 do. Okay. So how is the whole Centro action going? How's that progress coming? Sarah read my mind. Thank you, Sarah.
There's still a little bit of a learning curve. There's still a bit of a learning curve to it, but it's actually not that difficult to get used
Oh,
to.
it's on her.
And I'm watching all these other videos in the meantime, trying to figure out. You can actually do like 7 or 8 different stitches on it. Like you can do pineapple stitch on this. You can do uh, almost like the divine hat, with a swirl weave on it. Um, you can
How do you
add
use
in
special
colors
stitches?
wherever you
Because
want to do striping, and
like what? Do you just take the teeth out?
I haven't gotten that far yet. I'm just saying, it's like my third hat. I will get into it
Oh,
though,
come on.
and I will do like
We
cool
know better,
stitches.
Annie.
What?
Annie. What? By the end of the live, we'll have like some kind of pineapple stitch, multicolored changing hat. I mean,
He's already did a multicolored.
No, not
that's what I mean.
today.
Like nothing that's small around here.
Not today.
Just like
Yeah,
how you're
I
going.
already did a color change
So
one.
we're gonna work with like. Well, I know the color
Okay,
changing, but I'm
but
saying like back and forth color changing. Are you gonna start dropping your colors too, and then picking them back up as you're weaving them in, or
You
what? Like,
can.
I'm just saying. Hey, Demetra.
Not on this hat, but on this hat, this hat is gonna have a full stitch ridge on it. So it is gonna be a double back brim that goes back to the hat itself. It's gonna be a single hat rather than a double hat.
Catherine. Penal.
Hey,
Really?
Catherine.
Geez, I'm already figuring out how to do like a double on it already. Like
Yeah.
to have a solid brim doubled up already on
Yeah, that's what I mean. Never start small. Yeah, never
yeah.
start small. It's like, ooh, let me try to do this, woohoo, and then it's like, hold on, come sit, learn a thing. You're like, oh no, I gotta do. It's like, no, come sit, come listen. Whatever.
See, that's
But I will get. I've already decided. So I've already decided that I'm getting the other two sizes as well.
But tell me I'm wrong.
I'm going to get me a 22.
Annie, I'm not wrong.
Oh, and I'm also getting an I-cord.
See, Andy
which is a French.
I'm also going to get the I-cord machine too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that by hand now. The I-cord thing.
You can get a French knit or a handheld one.
Yeah, but you can.
Right.
But have you seen the cool word art you can do with yarn now with the I-cord?
I don't have time to do the projects that I already want to do with crochet. I don't have time for another hobby or another something that I don't have time to be doing. Hey, Mary.
It's still yarn.
I don't have time for that. Yes, but I enjoy crochet. And
yeah, there's a lot of places underwater right now, like literal houses underwater.
I don't have time to. And I got the garden going, and I don't have time for new hobbies. But you can I-cord by hand now. Hey, Connie.
So you make I-cord and you wrap it like so you get like 23 gauge aluminum wire, shape it into your font you want, make your I-cord and just pull the I-cord right over it, and then seal up your ends with flamage, torches.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
look at the cool stuff. Look at the cool unicorn you can make. Look at the cool unicorn.
Yeah, that's pretty.
So now I need an I-cord. Now I need to make I-cord. Now I need to make I-cord.
Okay.
Well, I can teach you to make I-cord without a machine. It's not that hard. It's only 3 stitches.
You ain't got time for that.
Yeah, but you got to make like 20 foot lengths of it though.
Yeah, but you're only knitting 3
and it's cool because it's almost the same as making neon.
No.
But it's the same as making neon. No, I'm talking like 5 cord.
Well, at least
you can do okay. That would be just 5
enjoy
stitches.
Watching. I'll enjoy watching the process.
My sister was talking about crocheted I-cord, but I don't think I could crochet with a needle that tiny. You'd have to have unless you need a big chunky I-cord. You'd have to
I've seen it.
Small needle.
Right.
She'll do it. Just give her time. She'll figure it out.
Oh, hell yes, she will.
She's got them teeny tiny hands. She can do that. She uses needles that my hands are not that big, but she uses needles that get lost in my hand. Because I told her she has Smurfette hands. Hey, Connie.
Yeah.
How's Phoenix?
Phoenix is fine.
Get him all charged up, did you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, thank you, Demetra. If you type strawberry in my chat, Nightbot will drop your link, and Nightbot will actually tell you how many subscribers you have, which I think is pretty cool. Make them work extra hard. Or if you type in weather, spacebar, and your zip code, postal code, or address, Nightbot will drop your weather. Which last I checked, I was at sitting 45 and disgusting.
And Connie, how's your day been?
Weird. Okay. Good. Just odd.
Yeah, that Phoenix rising from the ashes, that'll do that to you.
Yeah.
You I
Autocorrect.
have a Phoenix tattoo, right, Connie?
Yeah. Autocorrect. That's all I can say. Hey, Larry.
Oh man.
I
Yeah,
have
me
no.
and Connie, or me and Annie were just like, who is Phoenix? Connie and Annie's like, well, I
And
think
then
it might
in
be
you
in.
pop, and we get to ask you.
Well,
Yeah.
Joe sent me a message saying, "Who is Phoenix?" And I said, I can't remember.
She probably thinks you're crazy now. I was like, how could you not remember? If they're
I-
dying, how do you not know who that is?
Well, I explained
Right.
afterwards. After I talked to you
Yeah.
guys, I went in and explained to her.
Prayer,
Yeah.
prayers, Connie, on your dying phone.
Yeah. Connie's phones now and forever will be named Phoenix.
Phoenix. Yes.
Oh, hey, I started out the word right. I don't know what my phone was doing.
Yeah. You got
You
the
said it
Phoenix.
was right, but your phone's like, nah, I don't think so.
I know. Oh wow,
Oh man.
boy!
Yes,
If I
we should put it in the.
Whoa, John, what are you doing? What you doing, John? Oh, okay. I know what you're doing. Never mind.
I am making a brim.
Yeah, I know what you're doing now. I said, never mind. I knew what you was doing.
You ain't gotta get snippy.
No,
Okay.
that's fine.
Simmer.
I
She
get
was
what
asking
now.
because some of us don't have a Centro, and some of us are unaware of the process that needs to happen with the machine. So maybe she was just trying to ask a question that would be
No, actually,
informational
that's
for the
not why
future.
I asked him that. I thought he was getting ready to
Oh,
pick
Benny.
his waste yarn out. And I was like, no, don't do that yet. But if he's going
But
to
I
do
am curious.
that, we'll have to take the waste yarn out.
But what are we doing? I see the color change.
He's making
Are
a
we
double
just adding?
brim. Making a double
So are
brim.
you just adding it to?
No, not yet. That's not until the end.
see, he's doing it different than I do it.
I don't
Yeah,
know what
no,
we're.
he's trying. It's a doubled up brim. You can do it in hand knitting as well. You'll knit so far and then fold it up and then pick those stitches up on the edge, which is what he's doing there. And when as you're knitting, it's already double.
A double brim, single skin.
Hat
Just the
brim.
brim, though. It's going to be a single skin hat, though.
Okay, so the green is right now. He's picking up the green from underneath.
No, is that white or green? Is that light green?
I see
Your
white
name,
and green.
John, which color you're actually using? Is that light green or white? Watch it be neither.
He's not moving.
Oh, the
Yes.
the,
What
the
color
yarn
is that?
itself. It's
Yes.
it's like a salt and pepper.
Okay.
It's like a salt and pepper gray. It's what I made my it's what I made my work cowl
Out of them.
Yes,
Yes.
but you're adding the green to
No. The green
needle,
is waste
or you're
yarn.
taking it off.
He picks up the stitches of the color he's actually using. He'll pick all of those dark green stitches out. That
Yeah,
yarn will be gone.
It's waste yarn.
It's just
So
waste yarn.
you
The
do
whole-
it.
Yes.
You do it a few rows around to make sure that you've got all your stitches, and then at the end you take that out. You rip it out.
Hi, Jennifer.
And then just sew it up.
But he's doing his brim different than the way I do it. I do a long piece, and in the center I do my brim color, and then I push one inside the other, and then fold up the brim. It's a double brim.
That's what he did. That's what his second hat was.
Right.
Because this will be the third hat he's made today.
Well, they go fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pressing pressing buttons.
I can make like one every 30 minutes.
That's crazy.
But it's kind of boring. I mean, it is a yarn eater, and
You got to put on some good music.
I actually prefer to crochet because I can sit in my chair and crochet, and I can't do that on the knitting machine.
Oh, try like a TV tray table.
I still have to sit up, and that kills my back.
Oh, see, I have to sit up straight when I'm doing anything. If I slouch, then my back hurts.
Oh, I'm the opposite. Plus, my chair here has massaging and heat.
Yeah, that sounds
Jennifer
good.
says that she's never had any luck with the knitting machine. I have that size and then the sack size. So the 40 and then what, the 24, I think?
Yeah, and then I have all 3 sizes.
I think I'm going to get the 22 pin because I want to make some socks, and that'd be a quick way to knit up some socks.
I also used to, well, I don't now. I used to have a knitting machine that was long, and you had to slide the carriage across.
Oh, you're talking about a flat knitting machine.
And that I hated.
I don't think I would like one of those. I've seen people use them. I don't think I would enjoy that at all.
Because you're going back and forth, just sliding back and forth, and you have to. It's not smooth. It's a pain in the butt. Yeah. Now, if you buy a really expensive one, they're electric, and they're cool, but you're not doing anything. It's doing.
Well, you still have to sit on top of them to make sure it doesn't drop stitches.
That's true. I was going to say, Annie, I don't think. Let's see. You're talking about the little tiny one for socks, right? Because that's what I have for socks.
22 pin.
Yeah.
22, 24, something like that. I think it's 22.
I'd have to go count it, and I don't want to do that right now. So
I want you to listen to me. I know you're very impatient about things, but when that end, when you have to by hand pick out most of those stitches. It's going to be a long process, so put on a video or some music and go slow. Don't get impatient and start pulling.
What do you mean with the waist yarn?
When it comes from that, now if you do it, see, I do mine because I was doing panels for the baby Snuggie. You do it on both ends. On one end, it's like zip, it's off. On the end that goes down the bit, you have to pick them out.
They don't just pull.
Right. Not on that end because it's actually backwards.
Although, but if you take out that first piece, it will pull out.
Yeah, it would.
You have to pick out that first piece of yarn that you put in, and then you can actually pull the rest of it out.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer, it's mostly just going slow and allowing yourself to make mistakes and learn from them.
And get used to that sound.
I just turn music on and drown it out. It don't bother me.
You do have to watch your yarn when it's coming up, because if you're going off of a skein and you have never seen the yarn, sometimes skeins will come with a knot. It will not go through. It will make a huge mess, and you'll lose stitches. So you do have to pay attention to your feeding yarn. I always keep my hand on it, let it run through my fingers, so I can catch it if there's a knot.
I always cake mine up first, and that way I have a chance to look at the yarn. And if there is a knot, make it smaller.
Right.
Pass through.
See, like I dropped 2 right at the beginning.
Do you know how to pick them up?
Yeah, he's been watching videos.
Okay. You just
I tried to explain it to him, and he said it'd be easier to watch a video, and I agree.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thrifty says, I hope everyone had a blessed Sunday and a wonderful weekend.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you, Thrifty. I hope yours was good.
Thank you. Hope yours as well. Working on Happy Hat. And maybe gonna sell some yarn if anybody might be interested in looking at some yarn that we might sell. Maybe, baby. I used my round looms to make hats, but I secretly want a cinch rope.
You know what, Thrifty? I honestly had the whole set of the hat looms. I used them once. My son's ex-girlfriend showed an interest in them. I was like, here, don't go buy any. Just use these because I don't use them anyway. And she said, well, I'll bring them back when I'm done. And I was like, okay. When they broke up, she goes, hey, do you want these back? I said, no, I took my keep them. I never used them. They was just gathering dust. My sister loves them. She loves using them.
I hate those.
My thing.
I have one. I hate it. I should give it away because I can't stand it.
I didn't enjoy it that much. My sister, she'll be sitting watching TV and just making hats left and right. And I told her, I was like, sis, you could crochet a hat. If you could do that on the loom, you can crochet a hat. I said,
Mm-hmm.
they're not that different. Because she can crochet any granny square you put in front of her just by looking at it. So, and I got her started on hats. She said it will never be her favorite thing to do. And that's fair. But she loves making blankets, and I really don't like making blankets. I mean, I can make them. I know how to make them, and I make nice ones. I just don't enjoy it because
Yeah.
it takes too long. Well, not for her or you, but
Right.
it takes a long time.
I actually enjoy making blankets. I have made tons of them.
Well, I mean, my son's ex-girlfriend, she loves using those looms to make hats. She said she's done hats, she's done scarves, she made a blanket, and I was like, hey, I'm glad you're getting use out of them. I said it's better than wasted money, which hanging around collecting dust, that's all it was wasted money. At least
Yeah.
somebody's getting some use out of it.
Yeah. Well, I have a loom and I don't use it. It just sits there.
You know, you could make a wreath out of it, Connie.
It's not a round one.
Oh, okay. Mine were all.
I know, me too, Mandy. Mandy says she really wants to try one of the machines.
Thrifty says she has the rectangular one and the S loom.
Mine's a rectangle.
I seen the S looms. I really don't want to buy something I'm not going to enjoy, but I'm figuring if I didn't enjoy making hats and scarves, I'm probably not going to enjoy making a blanket on one.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Now, I have made blankets using the knitting machine because you can crochet panels as well.
Yeah, I don't like knitted blankets.
And,
Or at least I don't like making them.
I
My
have
last,
made
Seemed like
4
those would take
hand-knitted
forever.
blankets, and they wear your arms out.
mm-hmm.
And it's not a project you can take with you on the go. You need to find a spot, and that's where you work on that project.
Well, that was the one thing about the Lego blankets that I made, the 4 blankets that I made. I was just making the squares until I had hundreds and hundreds of squares. And then I started sewing them all together.
See, that's what my sister says about the granny squares, but the thing is I don't like sewing stuff together.
It's fairly easy.
Not
That
my
doesn't
favorite
bother.
thing. Oh, no,
Yeah.
it's not hard to do. I know how to do it, and I'm good at doing it. Again, I don't like doing it. I don't like to sew anything, though. Y'all are also quilters.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
See,
not a
this
sewer.
blanket, I love making this blanket. I absolutely love this blanket.
Do you know I've never finished a ripple blanket that I started ever?
Oh, I love these.
I've
This
quit.
is my
I
Usually
haven't
with
either.
20 rows, I will lose interest.
this is like my 4th ripple blanket that I've made. I don't even have to look
Hey,
at a
Jesse.
pattern because I already know what it is. I've done so many. I love them.
Hi, Mary. Hi,
Yeah.
Jesse. Yes, Mandy, I had 1 year I made everybody in the family a blanket for Christmas, with the
Hi,
exception
Jesse.
of one person, and that was my husband's sister. Long story. It's still sitting in a basket in the corner. I've never finished it. And it
Hmm.
probably, I'm seriously, because it's all squares, thinking about just making lat throws with the squares and letting it go because I'll never finish it. I was so angry, and I was like, I am not going to crochet anger into something that I spent all that time making. Don't put the bad vibes out into the universe.
Definitely not in a blanket that somebody's going to cover up with.
Yep.
Yeah, and then I made before that I made my granddaughter a notebook blanket, and I didn't even have a pattern. I looked at a notebook and I page
Oh,
and just copied it. I'm trying to find the picture I could show you.
my grandma taught me that you should never make anything, whether it be sewn, woven, or cut, with anger in your heart, or you're going to pass on those vibes to the person you're giving it to. So, you get back what you put out into the universe.
Absolutely.
One of the few things she taught me. Of course, I didn't really spend that much time with her. She's the only one of my grandparents I ever knew. Both my grandpas passed before I was born, and my dad's mother died when I was 16, but I never met her.
This might be interesting. I don't
Okay,
think
so
that's
this is part of one of the Lego blankets that I was making. It's not all of it, but it was part of it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Did you show that to me before?
I don't know if I did or not.
The baubles for the round spots.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That was one of them. I made 4 of them.
Well, I made, let's see, 1, 2,
Yeah.
3,
Yeah,
4, 5, 6, 7. I made 8 blankets that year.
And here's the other one, the
You
notebook
did
one I made.
4 of them, right?
Yeah, I made
Yeah,
4 of
that
them.
looks good.
Yeah, looks like a notebook page.
John,
I did that. I did that. I'm sorry, I did that in 2 days.
I gave them for Christmas. By that June, 3 of them were sold at yard sales, and I never made anything for those people again.
Thank you, Mandy. Yeah, this notebook one, I made it in I think 3 days. The Lego blankets, I made 4 of them. They were all twin size, except for 2 of them were center, but they're all the same length. I started them on June 27th and finished them on September maybe 9th or so.
Mandy, I'm not Joe. I'm Annie,
Yeah, that's Annie.
but thank you, and it's true. That's why I never made anything for them again.
And then this one I made for myself. And then 1 year. Okay, listen to this. 1 year, the couple of days after my kids got out of school, my 3 oldest kids. The other one was still she was only 2. I had foot surgery, and I babysat kids too. And I had foot surgery, and I was going to be on crutches for 8 weeks. So I had a bunch of yarn, and I decided that I was going to crochet each one of my kids a blanket while I was laid up for the 8 weeks, right? So I started, and then one day I asked my 12-year-old daughter to get the keys, take the car, and go pick up the Websters. Okay. That was the last day I took pain meds because I was not going to have my 12-year-old go driving anywhere and go pick up anybody. But I made those 4 blankets. I made 2 granny squares blankets, 1 ripple, and then one I don't remember what the stitch was. But I did it in that 8 weeks, the 4 of them.
Don't worry about it, Mandy. Me and Joe are used to it. We answered each other's names sometimes too.
Yeah, and I get called their names too.
Yep. We're all interchangeable.
Yeah.
John, I am not understanding your process, but I'm very interested to watch.
We just cast it off.
I know.
What do you mean?
Really short.
Cast it off.
I know.
How do you cast off?
No, that's how I cast off. That's not what I was meant.
That's a short.
How do you
a short
cast off? So this way I cut every
I said
top
he's
rib,
just
right?
He's making a single ply hat. That's why.
I get it.
Oh,
Every top rib. Now I just friggin'
yeah. That's how we cast off.
But that's not what I was talking about. But I understand now what you did. That would take less yarn, Connie.
It just wouldn't be as thick.
True.
see.
But if you use a 4-weight, if you figure you
How
crochet one layer
how
with
do
a
you
4-weight,
how do you do
more.
yours then?
I always double mine. I don't do
Yeah,
them like
I double mine too.
I like that.
Hat done.
Cool.
Nice.
Is that half double or
That looks awesome,
double?
Jess.
Half double, and then can't really see it unless you're up close, but you got the
ridges? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then
Camel
got
stitch.
some
It's
more.
called camel stitch. I
Yep.
found out what it's called. It is called camel stitch.
Yeah, and then got some little
I
blue
just call it
booties.
stack stitch because it looks like the stitches are stacked on top of each other. So that's what I call it.
Cute.
See, she's got a little head. My sister has the same problem. I said,
Mm-hmm.
you can't try them on your head. I said, because you got a teeny tiny head. I said, go try them on Johnny. John, I like
What's
that.
going on here? Looks great, Jess.
So I started my soap sack and I hate it, but I'll finish it.
Okay.
But it's pretty much finished, but I don't like it. I'll show it to you.
Please.
I haven't touched it. Well, I've touched it a little bit today, but I mainly did it last night. So
This yarn's a little fibery.
God dang it! I just dropped my crochet hook. Okay, so here it is, and then you fold it over and sew down here and up, and then I gotta make the chain, a double chain, and it will get weaved through around. But I think it looks too long, but the measurements were right. I think
Is it a perfect square?
no. Well, it's pretty close. I mean, look. Yeah, it's a perfect, almost. Well, yeah, it's a perfect square.
I would take out about 3 rows, and you'll probably be at the right size when you fold it over.
3 rows will bring it back to here.
Yeah, hold it up to the bottom so I can see the bottom.
All
right,
go. And these are singles down here.
I brought out a bar. I brought out a bar of ivory so I can check the size of mine.
Well, the only soap that's in my house I'm allergic to. Only bar soap that's in my house I'm allergic to. So
I would say, all right, pull out, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull out 5 rows and then fold it over and see if you don't like that size better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's 1. 2, 3, 4.
I
That's a lot
declare
of work.
some more. Not well, yeah. That only took you like what 4 minutes?
Stop. Don't pull it out no more. There you go. Now fold it in half and see if you don't like that size better.
It looks too little.
Fold it in half. Remember, a bar of soap is not that big.
Okay.
Now hold it up. See, that looks like the right size.
Let's see. Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
What it was. It's just a
Okay.
little
I agree.
So
agree.
it's 2 rows of single, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rows of half double and 1 chain in between to get the holes.
Okay.
for the suds to come out.
Yeah, and the soap, and for it to dry properly. Okay, and then I'll do
I like.
and the chain. I do a double chain. So I do a chain and I chain, then I single crochet back into it, which gives you a thicker, more sturdier chain that doesn't stretch out.
Okay.
See, that's what I was thinking, the I cord, but yeah, a double chain would be the same.
Yeah, and then it's the same color, and it will just go through these holes. I'll weave it
Okay.
through. So.
Kind of like a drawstring.
And then they can hang it on something if they want.
Jess, you need new scissors.
Right? Like what the heck? Yeah, and I'm not in my room. These are my daughter's scissors. So no.
Oh, okay. She's probably
I
using.
have my other scissors.
Oh no, length of my
No,
hand.
what they got used
Look at the length of my hand. There's no way. That's what I was going off of. My hands are long.
Hey, TDR.
The palm of my hand,
Hey.
that's right. The palm of my hand, but not the length.
Thanks muchly.
Hey,
Thank you muchly.
TDR.
And actually, TDR, are you live still? Double
I
feature, I
can
thought.
hold it up and see which joint it comes out on your finger. You want to just like throw your hand on there, and you'll know when you get to the right size.
This
So,
joint. Well,
yeah. The middle joint.
this joint right here.
Yeah, the middle joint. Well, that's what I call the middle joint. Well, yeah, I guess I would. There's 3. The middle joint.
Yes, you
There's
are.
only 2. Well, if you count, there's 2.
3.
One.
There's 1 at your hand. The second one that you just picked, and then there's a 3. There's 3
Okay.
knuckles there.
Okay, fine.
I fractured those knuckles before. I know they're knuckles. That's what they call them.
Well, I know that's a knuckle. I just call that the knuckle at the top of my palm. Yeah.
And thank you, TDR.
But my hands are really long.
Such a good.
My hands, I didn't realize how long they were, but they're not long compared to my daughter's. My daughter's hands are as big as my husband's.
Yeah, Andrew has long hands like his dad does.
But she's a girl, and she goes, I have man hands. Because
That's
they're so
pretty.
big. But my hands
It
are
looks like a snow cone.
But my hands from the bottom of my palm to here is 6 inches, about 6 inches.
But does it taste like a snow cone? Now I want a snow cone. I have to wait there. Shame on you, Jess.
But doesn't it? Doesn't it look like a snow cone?
Yep. That's like a snow cone and a funnel cake. It's my 2 favorite things to get at the fair.
No, hold on, let me change things on the camera.
Where did my crochet hook go?
I'll go with that.
There we go. Kind of
I don't.
It's weird. I don't have the other camera.
I can make both of those things at home, but they don't taste as good as they do when you get them at the fair. It's like corn dogs. You can make corn dogs at home, but you go get a corn dog from a fair and it tastes completely different. So much better.
It does.
Okay, I dropped my crochet hook and I can't see it.
It probably went down and under the edge of the chair on that side.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it did.
You know, daggone well it rolled.
And if
Well,
there's anybody out there that is capable, go ahead and go check out TD's our little premiere hangout Sunday night at the drive-in. Go check them
you
out. Give
can
them a thumbs up.
you can take me off big. I'm gonna get out of my chair so I can see if I can find my stupid crochet hook.
That's one of the reasons I like using metal crochet hooks on this wooden floor. I can pretty much listen to where they land and whether or not they've rolled, and it
Well,
makes it easier to find them.
I have wood floors too, and it's metal and silicone, and I can hear it hit the ground, but they don't roll very well. So I don't know
Yeah,
where the
no,
heck.
if it has a silicone handle, it shouldn't run.
But it did because I
Oh,
can't
yeah,
see
Jonathan. It did roll.
it. It's got to because I can't see the damn thing. Ah,
Flashlight. Glasses with your lights.
I
No
gotta,
mind you for the crochet hook.
okay, I got to take my headset off.
I thought you
Right.
said flashlight.
Yeah.
I'm liking the thickness of the shine. Like, this is pretty nice. I'm not a fan of using chunky yarn at all. This is a lot thicker than I prefer to work with.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm liking it.
I just go with the average bars. I've made those for a long time though, but I don't. Connie's way would be faster than I make them because I do mine in a round.
Hey, Jess, welcome back. In your absence, I made a hat. I finished a hat. And it doesn't look half bad for my own hat.
Me and you both, Mandy. That is why I have a grabber stick.
Oh, heck yeah. I love grabber
I also
sticks.
use it to get my spices from the back of the cabinet, snag a bowl and pull it to the edge so I can reach it. Cans.
Story of my life.
I've used that thing for everything.
Thank you, Jess.
So happy.
And thank you,
Believe
Jonathan.
my sister got me that as a joke. It's no joke. I need it now. She got it
Yes,
laundry out of the washer because I'm shorter than my my washer's taller than I am, bending wise. And to get to anything from the bottom, I would have to like literally fall into the washer to grab it and then wiggle my way back out. So she got me a grabber stick.
Yes, my girlfriend's washer and dryer. Mhm.
And he
It was
was
no,
those pedestal drawers that you can get for him. I was like, if you do that, I said, I won't even be able to get to the controls.
Thank you. I'm like, can I have a step stool, please?
My sister literally is going tomorrow and buying 4 more step stools so she can have one in each room so she don't have to keep carrying her step stool to room from room to room. Because the lady that house was built for was 6'1". So everything was geared towards her because she literally passed away in that house. Her husband built it for her. So yeah, everything was geared towards tall people. Exactly, Mandy. I'm telling you, they're great.
Hey, Lacey, shut them.
And you know, when your significant other pisses you off, but they're great for picturing their butts too.
I found the stupid thing.
Across the room, away from your chair.
It hit the ground. It bounced 3 feet behind my chair on a rug.
Yep, I was going to say, did it hit with the handle and bounce?
Yeah, it did. Had to have, because no way it could have gotten there if it didn't bounce. Because it wouldn't have rolled off the hardwood onto the
Carpet.
rug.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's just a little, rug by our front door, but still, it wouldn't have rolled on.
Yep. No, it wouldn't have.
All covered with cheese. I lost my poor meatball when somebody sneezed That's what that just reminded me of.
I sang that song to Lorelai, and she said, "Grams, that's the grossest thing I ever heard in my life." I said, "Why?" She goes, "You're sneezing on your food, then it's rolling on the floor, outside under a bush. Ew!" I was like, "It's meant to be funny, not literal." She goes,
Oh, hold on.
"Grams, I want to make me a Jughead hat."
Did you just see what I was doing?
I was sitting there going like, "That would make the perfect. You got to get the little points on it." But I want to make me a Jughead hat. I can just see me leaving the house, and Bill's like, "No, I'll stay in here. You can go by
It
yourself."
looks better this way, though. I got to do it this way. That reverse made it look better. Look more, yeah.
Yeah, you just have to put the points on it. Back when my one granddaughter was younger, I used to make her all kinds of crowns, crocheted her crowns so she could wear them.
Oh my God, I have made a crochet crown. That would be just attach it to the hat.
Exactly. That's what I was
Yeah,
getting
I
to.
made Lorelai a bunch of crowns when she was little because she kept hurting herself on the plastic ones.
Uh-huh.
So I crocheted her some that was softer, so she fell on them or tripped or something, it wouldn't hurt her.
Right.
And on her 7th birthday, she will get a tiara.
Are you going to crochet it or?
Nope. I bought my great niece a tiara on her 7th birthday. And when Lorelai was born, she asked me if I was going to get Laura. She is 22 years old. She still has her tiara. She has it in her closet. She asked me if I was going to buy Lorelai one. And I was like, you know what? I should. But yeah, I went to a bridal shop and I bought her a tiara because she was our princess at that time.
Right.
Very nice. I like that.
Cool.
That's nice.
It's very
Way to
nice.
go.
Even a bit of a slouchy too, right?
Yeah, I like that.
Yep.
Although constructive criticism.
Can't even see where I dropped my stitches, eh?
No,
Even-
constructive criticism. I would have made the brim wider. That's the only thing I would change on it. I would have made the brim wider.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that,
I was just going with what they had on the pattern.
I know, but you don't have to go by the pattern. You can go your own way. Have we taught you nothing? It's just the recipe. You don't have to put all the ingredients in there.
I hardly ever go by a pattern.
Speaking of recipes, Jess,
Yes.
I see the best recipe today. Bill was like goggle-eyed, and he goes, "Oh, honey, we must try this." It is
Do tell.
sweet potato hash with smoked sausage in it. You make it just like you would make a breakfast hash with white potatoes, but you're using sweet potatoes. The only difference is you saute the sweet potatoes for 10 minutes by themselves, pre-cooking them a little bit, because they take longer to cook. But yeah, it looked really, she put adobo and
Okay.
I think just adobo is the only thing she put on it.
I don't. Yes, please. That's a great idea.
And I'm like,
Considering I'm actually
You can even wear like a longshoreman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, there you go. Yeah. Oh, the hat. Oh my God. Shirley Temple movie. Buddy Epson. Long Legs of Dancing. What was that called? Captain January.
Mm-hmm.
That looked like Buddy Epson's
Good ship
hat.
lollipop.
No, it was not. It was oh my God, what was the song they were singing? The Good Ship Lollipop was in the one with it was a war movie with Shirley Temple in it. Daddy was a pilot, I believe. Captain January is the one about the lighthouse. I love my Shirley Temple movies.
Never seen them.
Oh,
Oh
Jack,
my.
you've got to watch the Shirley Temple movies. All of them. Every single one.
There's more than one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's way more than one.
You want to know one of my
Oh,
favorite ones that
Shirley
she ever
Temple's
did
got like 40 movies.
was
Yeah,
Heidi. I loved Heidi.
Heidi was one of my favorites. Captain January and
Hmm
uh, oh crap, Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm, the version she did of that.
hmm The only thing I love the Shirley Temple movie.
Yeah, but her
hate.
version of Heidi
I
is my favorite one.
I hate what they did to her.
Yes, yeah, they tortured that little girl.
Yes, they did.
Whoa.
Back,
Stacy says Heidi was my favorite.
yeah, she was mine too, or one of mine. But they tortured those kids.
Oh yeah,
They
they
tortured
literally
her.
when they curled her hair because back then curling irons were not safe.
Right, and they'd burn her.
And they would literally curl her hair against her scalp and leave big burn marks to the point and that she had to start wearing wigs because she had bald spots in her head.
Yep, and they did the same thing to the little rascals.
Yeah,
They were very,
Yeah.
very.
back then.
Yeah, that's why child labor laws went into effect. That's why a baby can only be on a certain amount of minutes in a 30-minute and an hour show, and little kids can only be in a certain amount of hours in a
And
day.
if they use babies, they always use twins.
Yes,
So you can swap them
so,
out.
so they can swap them out to have more time on camera.
Oh, okay.
The first ones that were twins that I remember was Little House on the Prairie.
Yep.
Carrie was a twin, but there was a lot of little kids, babies and stuff were twins.
Except for the Gerber babies.
Yeah, but what were they in?
They were not in it. They were in a lot of advertisement for Gerber baby food.
Well, yeah, but
But no, even photographing them and stuff.
yeah,
With
but they couldn't.
child labor laws, they're only allowed to photograph them for so long, and then they have to let them have a break.
Right. The same with, kids under 18 have to have extra breaks. They can't work over a certain amount of hours in a day,
And they have to go to school,
and they have to go to school.
regardless, which
Then
they should. What? Go ahead, John. Goodness.
60 movies from 32 to 49.
Yeah, they worked her to death.
That's a lot of movies in very few
That's
years.
a lot. Yeah. Yeah. And then
They worked that.
and then she did it was called Shirley Temple's Storybook. Ran from 58 to 60.
Yeah, and then after she was done, she never got in front of a camera again to do anything.
No,
Any movies, TV shows, nothing.
she ended up being a diplomat
Really?
when she was of age. Yeah.
Yeah, she died many years ago, but and Shirley Temple was not her real name.
Well, she married a Shirley Temple Black. That was her name.
Little House.
I think they legally changed it at some point.
Probably, but that's not the name she was born with.
No, that's not her birth name.
Hi, Birdie. Oh.
But she was a beautiful kid.
Yeah. Yeah, she died in.
She was a beautiful woman too. Even as she got older, she aged so gracefully.
Yeah, she died in 2014.
Oh, wow.
And her net worth was $30 million.
Why were you yelling?
And more had her mother not. Her mother took her money and took advantage of the money. Because that's all she was to them was a payday.
Right.
Hi.
Her real last name was Temple. Because her parents, unless they changed their name, it was George.
Her last name was Temple. Her married last name was Black.
One of them. She was married twice.
Was she married twice? I did not know she was married twice.
Her first husband was from 1945 to 1950, and his name was John Agar. And then from 1950 to 2005, she was married to Charles Alden Black. So,
With the sweet trip with candy, Spain, on the sandy streets of Bethlehem.
The good.
Yeah, oh yeah. I can remember running around when I was a kid pretending to be Shirley Temple. I had the long red curls. I actually had, when I was little, I actually had Shirley Temple curls naturally until my mom got tired of messing with them, and then I just had a frizzy mess.
we were wrong. Her birth name was Shirley Jane Temple. I thought
Really?
that was the name they gave her. No, it says her birth name was Shirley Jane Temple. Wow. Oh, learn something every day.
Beating everybody up.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So her first husband, Charles Black, they were married for no. Yeah, they were married. No, her first husband was John Agar. They were married for 5 years. They were divorced. They had one child. Her second husband, she was married from 1950 to 2005, and his death was he died. That's why they're not married after that. And they had two children. So she has 3 kids: Lori Black, Susan Agar, and Charles Black Jr. So.
Well, at least she left a legacy.
And she was the first, at 6, she became the first recipient of the Juvenile Academy Award.
And she fell asleep during them. I remember hearing the story.
Yeah, because it
was
was too late.
Yeah, and she fell asleep.
She was the youngest person to ever receive an Academy Award. And then this is what she said. After receiving it, her reward from actor-writer Irwin S. Cobb, she politely thanked him, then turned to her mother and asked, "Mommy, can I go home now?"
It's like, yeah, come on, I'm tired. Let me go. I want to sleep.
Yeah, it says she was forced to sit through the whole thing. She was super tired, and she was falling asleep, and it was 10 p.m., and she was exhausted.
Well, 6 years old, yeah, I'd imagine.
Now, this says her mother did her hair in pin curls for each movie. Every hairstyle had exactly.
She did her autobiography, like her biography, like a video biography.
She said it differently.
She said they used the first electric curling rods. Then her mother started pin curling her hair because they were burning her with them.
Yeah, and she had exactly 56 curls. Pin curls. That's crazy. My mother used to do that. Ron's mom used to do that every day. She'd get up, she would put her hair in pin curls, wrap a thing on it, and then in the afternoon, in the evening, she would take them all out and brush them, and then she'd go to bed. She'd put it back in the little thing. I'm like, why does she spend so much time doing that? She goes, that's just what she does.
Ours was not pin curls. Mom used a torn up bed sheet, strips of cotton.
I've done that to my hair
on it and tie it.
Yeah, I did that to my hair when I was the lion from The Wizard of Oz a few years ago when I was for Halloween. That's how I tied it with rags.
I hated sitting still for that.
My mom tried to put my hair in pin curls once. Before she got to the other one side, after she left this side, as she was going around the other side of my head, she looked over and all the curls were falling back. They were sliding out. She goes, "Forget it. You're done. You're not getting curls. Not like this." They wouldn't stay. They slid right out of, but bobby pins wouldn't stay in my hair.
Oh, to this day, I could wet my hair and wrap it around my finger and let it dry and pull my finger out, and my hair will be curled. My hair curls really easy.
My hair curls really easy. It just doesn't stay because it's so heavy.
Well, I mean, where mine's shorter now, when it gets longer, it will hold a curl. At the very, very ends and my bangs. Other than that, I don't have any curls.
Yeah, I don't have bangs, but the ends of my hair is ringlets. Even when it's dry, it still has a big ringlet in each one, you know.
Welcome back, Jess.
Welcome back. But I got to go to bed. It's past my bedtime, so I'm going to head out. And I'll see you guys later. Good night.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Good night, Connie.
Good night.
I'm going to be doing bingo in the car again because I'm going to, going through the store. I'll prop it up in the cart like I did last time. Play bingo, have some shopping.
Birdie. I'm going to eat a bird.
But I won't be able to go back to the dairy area because the phone won't pick up back there. It's a dead spot.
Oh, shit. Can't go to the dairy area?
The dairy
area?
The dairy
area? The dairy area? You can't go to the dairy area. I heard dairy area. What are you getting at the grocery store from the dairy area?
Well,
that Bill refused to go out of the house wearing.
So at
back of the shirt, it said, "Quit looking at my ass unless you're going to kiss it." And Bill would have put that shirt on. He's like, "I ain't going anywhere with you."
He's like, ah.
What can I say? I mean, I thought it was funny.
I think it's awesome. Apparently, he did not. Or not so much. Ooh, I didn't know I had some red landscape or unforgettable. Actually, I'll probably have glasses at this point. Hey, Birdie, what do we do?
Yes, you're sounding very glitchy.
Yeah, I know. I was forever away from the computer because I had a bird that's acting like she's dying in the other room. And apparently her wings don't work to go fly downstairs where she really wants to go. So she's in there hollering.
Yeah, I have a cat that's like stopped working anytime you get near her. And she can't walk or anything, so she has to be carried. And she has this plaintive little
has to be carried.
Like, yeah, she has to be carried. She'll lay there and yell like she's dying if you walk past her.
For real? What a
really?
bugger.
She does it to Bill every morning. I said, it's because she knows you're going to pick her up and carry her to the house. I said, stop doing it. But she's my baby. The man who told me when we got married that he didn't like cats. I said, yes, you do. You just haven't met the right one. No, the dog that he had at that time and one we raised, which grew up with that dog, they would kill every cat they seen. One would get the ass, the other one would get the head, and they'd rip them apart. And we would have to warn people to keep their cats away out of the yards because neither one of them dogs like cats. I don't know why.
They will be snapped.
Every dog that we've had since we moved here, love cats. And I told Bill, I said, those dogs were not raised around cats. That's why they seen them. And there were bobcats out there. They considered them a danger to the family. Therefore, they took care of it. Just like the snakes. They would catch snakes and whip them. And when they'd whip them, they pop their heads off and spit their heads out. He had an Australian Shepherd that could grab a snake by its tail and whip it and snap its head. It'd snap its head. Its head would go flying. But the coolest thing is we had a Keyshawn. That was Clyde. Clyde Cadiddle Hopper. Big old feet. He was a clumsy ass dog. He would lay on his belly for hours waiting for a turtle to stick its head out so he could bite its head off. We used to watch him. Most patient dog I've ever owned. I'm talking 3-4 hours would just lay there and just wait for it to stick its head out. And you know why? Because when he was a puppy, he got down in the creek and snapping turtle got him by the toe. And after that, he ate the turtles.
He ate it, every one of them.
He would pick them up, when they were in shell. He'd pick them up and carry them to a comfortable spot and drop them, and then he'd just lay down on his belly and wait. Like, you got to come out sometime. But yeah, the surprised look on his face when that turtle got him, he lost his toe. I mean, if you've ever seen a snapping turtle, they can snap a branch in half. And it took his toe off, and he hated him ever after that. Nope. No turtles for that dog.
Oh, I don't see why not. I mean, come on now.
I mean, I don't blame him.
One gets you, you're going to hate all of them.
It's like, hey.
He didn't discriminate. No discrimination.
Yeah. But it was really funny to watch. He was the same one. The neighbors would come by and there would be this big mound in our yard, mound of snow. And I'd open the door and I'm like, Clyde, it's breakfast. And all of a sudden this mound of snow just explodes. And off and under he come. Could not get that could not get that dog to sleep in a house in the wintertime. He always slept out, buried up in the snow. He would dig him a snow tunnel, crawl back in it, and collapse the snow on top of him, and that's where he'd sleep at night. And the vet said, they're Alaskan dogs. That's what they're bred to do. They're bred to sleep in the snow. The longest he would ever come in the wintertime was for a half an hour. He would come in, dry off in front of the snow, play with the boys for a while, tug of war, wrestling around, and then he'd go to the door, went right back outside. He was a good dog.
I love turtles. They're special. That's cute.
Oh, no, I love turtles. I think they're cool. I've always thought turtles were cool. I have some in the backyard that we've been feeding. We're assuming they're the same turtles. Red-eared sliders, which are an endangered species in West Virginia. You're not allowed to.
They ain't no tortoise.
No, it's not a tortoise. But we put fruit and stuff out because we know, and you can go out there and you'll see them eating in the summertime when we put the fruit and lettuce, bits and pieces out there. They'll just go munch it up and they go off and do their own thing. But they like them. But yeah, there was a guy about 7 or 8 years ago got arrested because he was wild catching them and they're endangered. You can buy them from pet stores, but wild ones here are endangered and you are not supposed to.
Yeah, I think that's the rule here as well.
And he was so surprised. Well, I didn't know. And I'm sitting there going like, wait a minute. I knew that. How could I know this and somebody else not know this? But that's when I was back, naive and thought everybody was as smart as I was. Or at least had enough common sense to know that you don't mess with wild animals. Leave them be. They're there for a reason.
Right. Exactly. And they'd like to stay that way as well.
Well, Walmart wanted to build our Walmart in a particular area and was really pissed when they found out they couldn't, because 3 years prior, quietly, it had been turned in as a natural wetland. So they couldn't fill it in. Night, Larry.
Good night.
And I love to drive by there in the summertime because the peepers are loud. Loud enough that they'll drown out a radio in a car. It's very cool.
Wow.
Super cool. We got some down the road from us that do that. And I always slow down when I go through there at night in the summertime so I can listen to them. because they're cool. We've got a few around the house, but not as many as is down there. Well, I am going to head out and take my potassium so I don't die with muscle spasms again all night. And keep getting
We're gonna follow suit or what?
Huh?
I was seeing if we're following suit or what's going on.
Easter 3 times.
But you have a good night. Lacey says I had permits for my eastern and my eastern three-toed subspecies, but here in Indiana, red ear sliders are plentiful and don't need a permit.
Huh?
Yeah, you can't have them here. Not the wild. You can't have wild ones.
I don't think you can have them in Florida either. Somebody told me you couldn't have red-eared sliders in Florida. But I will catch you all tomorrow.
Good night, sweetheart. See you tomorrow.
Good.
Huh?
I said be good, and if you can't be good, blame John.
Always. Have a good night, sweetheart.
Night, everybody.
Well, it's like I know I do know that you can't have red fox as a pet in Alberta, but you can in Ontario. But you can have fennec and Arctic foxes as pets in BC, Alberta, and Manitoba, but not the rest of the provinces. I'd love to have a fox.
Have wild animals here, not without permit.
They're whiny though. They're worse than your bird.
She's not bad. She hasn't been too bad. She's been pretty good considering.
Yeah, red ear sliders, because you can't buy turtles in the stores in Canada anymore, but you can get a free one if you buy a turtle starter kit. Can't buy them, but you can get them.
If there is something that you would like that you've seen, I was going to, but it kind of seems like everybody is slowly dropping off. So I didn't know what anybody wanted to do. But yeah, I do everything that was sitting here. Yeah, I got a whole tote sitting over here. I could if you'd like. I was originally wanting to, but it was getting later and later and later as everybody else was on. But oh yeah, I could definitely. Got cones, got sparkly. I've got not sparkly. Got some bunny yarn. That's a Sadar Snuggly. This Twitty's one. Nice pretty little peachy stuff. Yeah, there's yarn. Or we can just look at yarn if anybody wants to just look at yarn. So we can look at yarn, and if anybody wants it, they can say they want it. Whatever you want to do. Sarah says, I'll look at yarn. We got this yarn. The peach is actually wool. And if I think what I know you want it for, I'll put some other stuff to the side if I come up to it, Mona. 4-weight. Let's see. This one I believe is that's considered a 3. This one's a 4. What would you be considered? I'd consider this a 4, but let's see if it says. It recommends a 5 or a 6, so I'd still say this one was a 4, even though it doesn't say. That's a 5. I say this one's a 2, but let's see if it says. It's saying use an F hook. So yeah, I'd say this one's more of a 3. Oh yeah, I could easily get 4 with it out. I've got wool, no wool, thread, not thread, sparkly, not sparkly. This one, that one, 2 of that one. Shiny. Thread. 3-weight ball. Demetra sent an email. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like this one, this is a 3-weight ball. This is the Universal Yarn Color Burst. There's 2 of these ones. Superwash Merino Wool and acrylic is this one. And this one's also saying use an F hook, so yeah, this one's a 3-weight for sure. Oh, Blue Chunky. I know, you're my chunky girl, right? That's your 5. It's a pattern. Then there's another pattern. This one's just a 4-weight. Sarah for both. Which one? Color Burst or the Sidar?
Patty cakes.
Or the Peach? The patty cakes? 2 patty cakes? 12.
Yes. Now, Sarah, just type in what you're looking for.
One what? First one. First one. I don't remember my first one. What was the first one? The first one was the first ones I think were the patty cakes. 6 apiece. And then if you were to buy a lot of them, you know, like just buy more than one thing, I will invoice you the shipping. So it's whatever you buy plus shipping. So you cover the shipping. I don't know what that cost would be, but I will total up everything, put it in a box, we'll weigh it, and I'll put in your address. We'll see how much it costs. And but yeah, 12 for these. You want them? I can set them off to the side. These are actually so very soft. What does it say they are? 70% acrylic and 30% nylon. Made for Sidar under license in Turkey. 545 yards. Mishi was actually showing a version of the Sidar tonight. Snuggly, just not that color. Ooh, I'm pressing buttons. Those and red and
those and the red and blue ones.
These ones are 15 apiece. At Universal Yarn, they sell for $21. is the cost of them today if you went to purchase them. So I'm giving you my cost. I paid $15 for them. And this one is 65% superwash merino wool, 35% acrylic, 660 yards. It says it's a lightweight. Recommends crochet hook 3.75 millimeter. Does it have a color? And the color is called Lollipop. I think it looks more like a snow cone, but they don't pay me the name. So yes, if you would like
I think it does too.
the Lollipop, I will set the Lollipop up over there. But yeah, this is a color burst. Knit, relax, smile, and repeat. 7 ounces. Then we've
Okay,
got
so 42 plus shipping for all 4. Message her. She says message her and she'll take all 4.
yes, ma'am.
30, 40. The other one,
Okay. Hey, Lydia. 2 color
Lydia.
bursts. And then the 2 Sidar. Thank you, ma'am.
So the Sidars are 12 for both.
Yeah, $6 a piece.
Okay.
Then we've got a 5 weight. This is like a brick red / mahogany. Ooh, the 4 weight. That lost its skirt. Dark gray marl. I actually use this for making the fuses for my F-bomb. But I have quite a bit of it. Do I have any yak? Honestly, I don't think I have yak, but I do have bougie. This one? This one says it's a medium 4 weight. I'd give it a 4. So it's like 2 2s mixed together. $3. If you want him. $3. Then we got some merino wool in pink. This is a merino wool, bamboo, and polyamide. Kind of almost stock yarny. It does have a little bit of a stretch to it. I like that yarn. Got another chunky in a pretty greenish tealish color. Also 2 of them in white. And those are actually, says it's a 2-ply, 4 ounces. Yes, that's a 4 weight, maybe a 5. Nah, it's a 4 weight. These are 4 weight. And as I get them out, I also want to put them away. That and the blue chunky, please. Let me find out where I just had her. Maybe.
And how much for the green chunky?
This tealish green one is $7. Oh, there you are. So this guy and this guy, 3 a piece or $6. Hey, Jojo.
Hey, Joe.
How are you feeling, honey? I hope you're feeling better. Gray. Button. 2, 3. Yeah. 7. Yes on him. 7 to be imperial. Yeah, and then 2 in the white on that guy. We have better. Are you still going to be here for a while? Well, it looks like we're going to sell a little bit of yarn, Miss Jo. I have too many reasons to need to be stashed. This one here, these are very pretty. And there we go. The lighting. Let's see. There we go.
Yeah, lighting right there.
Chris, the fuse yarn is gone, but I do have some that I've used a little bit out of. And the fuse yarn is a dark gray marl, 194 yards. This one is, and it's wool. It's 100% wool, classic wool worsted. JoJo's gonna grab a drink. She's gonna come right on back. I'd love to have you back, JoJo. This one here is 70% mohair and 30% wool. There's 3 of these, and it's called Peacock. And this yarn is by Brown Sheep Company. It says colored, inspired by the earth, sea, and sky, uniquely blended in luxurious mohair and wool. 88 yards or 50 grams. Recommends a size 8. Then we have these 2 Cascade 220. The teal is a fingering. And this one here says it's a sport weight, but it lies because that is not a sport. They are both a 3. This lighter one stretches to like a 2. If you stretch it out, it stretches to a 2. The purple stays to a 3. So this is like a royal. Let's see if it will. Sorry for my red nails. I dyed yarn for the first time, and I had stuff in my hands in it, but for some purple. There we go. Hey, purple. There, that's the purple it is. Yay, finally can get purple to show up. And that's true to color there on that one as well. So this is like a teal blue. What are we looking at here? And both of them are wool, I do believe. Yep. Hey, Demetra, good night, sweetheart.
Demetra.
keeping those off to the side. Let me get this crochet hook out of the bed for it. And I've got yarn under here, but I've got to lift you guys up and off. So let me set this stuff in here real fast. Okay, that's that. And this is a very pretty fuchsia is what I would call this one. Ooh, there we go. Maybe it's like a purpley wine. Hey, Grace. And this is definitely a one weight. I do believe this is a little over 2,000 yards. And it does have like a sparkly to it in a way. Which is, it just glistens, if that makes sense. It's just a glistening kind of thread. All right. Oh, could you send Jojo the link to get in, please, if you got a second? If not, I could pause for a moment and do as well.
No, I can do it. I can do it.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Didn't know if you were busy with your hat. How's your hat coming?
No, I'm working on. My gray hat's done. I'm working on finishing up my soap bag right now. Soap sack.
How's it coming?
My
Working
soap
out pretty
sack.
What yarn are you using for your soap stack?
Yeah, give me a sec. I'll show you. Peaches and sugar and cream.
Okay.
Sugar and cream.
Okay, now, and I'm glad you said that because I want to, yeah, I've got a little, there's sugar and cream, peaches and cream, and I thought there was another one as well. We'll have to see because I'm going to get it out and play with it.
Coffee and cream. Coffee and cream.
Oh, my word. So I do have some cotton coming up. Chris K, cotton, Chris K. Call out for Chris K and cotton.
Peaches and cream, sugar and cream. I thought there is another one, isn't there?
I thought there was. Peaches and cream, sugar and cream, and for some odd reason, I thought there was another one by Lily that I used to always get it confused with who did what.
So I'm using sugar and cream.
Okay.
And this is my soap sack so far.
Ooh. Okay, see, all right.
Yeah, it's working pretty good. See, because there's my soap. It's going to fit in like that. So I got like one more row and then finish the bottom off. And then this extra long tag on top gets to make a knotty knot.
See, when I worked with that yarn, it did not look that cool. I didn't like the way it was coming up, the way the colors were laying. So maybe the project itself was not the right kind.
Well, I think it's actually working. Like the size of this one, one's actually working because everything's on a diagonal, right? The yellows, the greens, the blues are all working on a diagonal.
It kind of makes it look like it's tie-dye.
A little bit.
Now, what stitch are you using?
So it's a row of doubles and then a row of a row of half doubles for a full count of 36, I think it is, and then a row of doubles on every second stitch.
Okay.
I'm trying to move you back over here.
Is this your own thing, or are you following a do-ma-dig?
No, this is a.
Did you find a recipe?
I'm following a pattern.
Okay.
I found a recipe for it. I was gonna try it and see how it turned out. I think it's turned out pretty good. So then I'll keep with this one. but there are a couple more as well, a couple other ones I wanted to try too. So this one is worked in the round. It says so. Basically, start with a chain of 36, and then work it all the way up.
To whenever you're happy, essentially, right?
Yeah,
You just stop
yeah, yeah.
How
Well,
are you going to close
she
it off?
basically says you want 5 rows of the doubles. So 5 rows of the doubles, right? So right currently I'm working on another row of half doubles right now, and then I get 2 more rows of doubles to do, right? So that way it'll be long enough for the soap to go into it. And then
Okay.
the bottom is the same as the top with two rows of half doubles on the back loop, and then close it off on the bottom end.
Okay.
But she just start with this long tail first, almost 2 feet long, because she's gonna finish it off at the end of that. Probably do like a handle loop on it.
Okay. That's looking good.
I'm guessing. I haven't watched the rest of the video. It's a surprise for all of us.
Oh, yay. Surprises, surprises.
But I know
Jojo, are you coming in
there's
here?
two or three different types of. Yeah, I sent it to you, Joe.
So there's two to
Oh, it
three
didn't go.
different who's.
Oh, why didn't it go? 2 or 3 different patterns for the soap bags.
Okay. From that person. So,
Yep.
Miss Chris, this is
He said I'll send it again.
Casey, which is knit and crochet, essential. 180 yards. It is a lightweight 3. 100% cotton in a pretty lavender. Do we have lavender? It's fishing down here. We have it in this pretty blue, and the blue is called River Run. This is actually very soft cotton.
Oh, there you go, Joe.
That's not picking it up. There you go. More. There we go. There's the blue. And let's see. Lavender. Would be this one here. Motorboat and JoJo.
Yay! I didn't think you'd
Hello,
sneak in
hello,
here.
hello.
I
A
thought
little
you
bit.
were left long ago.
Well, we didn't really get started until 9:30 this evening, so it was a late start.
Oh, when you came back?
Yeah. Yep. Not going to be on
I didn't
terribly,
even.
terribly long. Chris K. They're 5 each.
Yeah.
Oh, what are those? The KNC?
Yeah, the KNC, and they run a little over 7 in the stores.
Yeah, they're expensive.
And Greg
How many
says,
yards
"Hello,
were in those?
Jojo."
Hey, Greg. Hey, Greg, Chris K, and I don't know who else is here. I asked how many yards were in those. Are you selling it now or just showing stuff?
No, I'm selling. We're selling. They're 180 yards. Press 5 for the blue.
How much have I missed?
What, this one? We sold this one.
Oh no!
We
I want that
sold that
one.
one.
What have you
We
not
sold.
sold? How's that?
Should have been here.
I know.
There's a huge
I
fight over
didn't
it
see
too.
it. You have to show me later.
Which I didn't go through the whole box. I just did it like the top layer.
You didn't have any mill-ins, did you? The cotton ones?
I'm just now starting the cotton.
Okay.
So the only other cotton that I had was the lavender, the lilac field. Lavender field, and the KNC is the only other
Okay.
one that I've showed for the cotton, and then the blue one. So let me put this down real fast. Okay.
Mm. Did you know that peaches and cream and sugar and cream are literally the same yarn, just branded differently for the U.S. and Canada?
What? For real? You want the lavender as
It's
well,
the
Chris?
same. Is the exact same yarn. Yep.
Okay, hold on. Hey, Birdie.
I always thought I only used the peach at was it sugar thing? What one does Walmart
And the
carry?
peaches and cream is American, but it's still.
Okay. The sugars and cream they had at not Michael's, Joanne. I tried that. I thought it was softer. Well, it could be just the one I grabbed then. Maybe it was just
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll take that up. And then this is also, it doesn't have the band, but this is also KNC, but this is a,
green.
like an, yeah, it's a darker green. And this one, because this one has actually been used, this one would be $3, but there's still quite a bit in here. 250, 250 on, and that's a lighter green. Kind of more like a blue green. So 250 on that. So hold on, which one are you? You're using the sugar and cream, right?
Sugar and cream. Yeah, that exact same one. So if you look at it, it says Bernat Spin Right, Listowel, Ontario.
Then right, yes, it
Right on
does.
the label, same as this label, sugar and cream. But on the on the peaches and cream, it says right on it, made in the USA. But it's the
All right, let me find a
exact
picture.
same yarn from the exact same company. Bernat makes it.
Sugar. That goes with this one. Hold on here. Get that one out. Oh baby, peaches and cream. Peaches and cream, made in Canada. Hey, then right. This one says the same thing, and this is the peaches and cream. It says Spin Right, 320
Yep.
Livingstone Avenue, South, Listowel, Ontario,
Listowel Avenue.
N4W3H3. Livingstone
Really?
Avenue. And this one's a peaches and cream.
Are the
Made in
yardage the
Canada.
same? Livingstone.
This one's the peach.
No, it should say Listowel, Ontario.
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
But this
Livingston
actually,
Avenue, Listowel, Ontario. And And the funny thing is that's the exact same address as Yarn Inspiration.
But this one on the Sugars and Cream, it gives the P.O. box. This gives the like main office address.
That's weird.
How about
But
yardage? Are
but
they the
if
same?
you look at the address, the address for Yarn Inspiration is the same address.
70.9 grams, 2.5 ounces on the big one. These ones are the smaller versions. This is like baby size. Well,
like the ones you get at Walmart.
These ones are more like the bigger size. These are the 4-weight, and then this one here is the sport weight. So these guys are a little smaller. These are only 42.5 ounces. Hey, Diana.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Diana.
Exactly, Greg. Yarn Gate.
I need yarn like that for wash threads.
Ben and I love this cotton.
Never had that one. How much you selling that one for? Or are you?
I am. This one's $2.
I'll take it. How much you selling the other cottons for? Like the peaches and cream and those.
Hold on, let me see, others.
Jessica, what's the name of that Fiber Fest you're going to? The same weekend as mine, my Peace Fiber Fest.
Yes, it is Midwest Fiber Festival. And it is going to be held at St. Louis Community College. And it is the Big Bend campus. Runs from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But I do believe Sunday it ends at 5 or 6. So for the bigger peaches and cream or sugar and cream, we're doing $3 a piece.
And how many yards are on those?
It gives me a gram. Let's see. It only says 2.5 ounces or 70.9 grams on the bigger one. Yeah, it doesn't give me a yardage on it.
Okay.
And then on the smaller ones, these ones here, we're doing $1.50, which we have quite a few options on the colors on these littler guys, which I'm still pulling them out.
Okay, I'll let you know whenever you pull them all out. Okay.
Okay. So let me finish pulling those ones out.
Yeah.
And I can get the pairs together. Because some of them I have pairs of and some I do not. Brody, you are crazy over there. All right, there's the peaches and cream. Then we actually have some Bella cotton. You're welcome. No.
Ooh, that's nice.
Oh, yeah, this is so pretty. But this one I have so far in 3 different colors. It's in like a steel gray, a beautiful purple. Hey, look, the purple's actually showing up purple.
Yeah. It is. Is that like a kitchen cotton or no?
A mercerized cotton? No, I think this would be more like bathroom cotton. But this is, it says the recommended hook size is a 0 to a 2.
Right.
So this one is, it's tiny,
Chicken. Yeah.
but
Not
it's
for.
spun together.
Yeah.
Not quite as small as the Oh Baby, but that one's
Okay.
not up for grabs. I'm keeping the Oh Baby. We have, these are called, excuse me, get out of the way here. Wildflower DK, 51% cotton, 49% acrylic, 137 yards, made in Holland by Plymouth Yarn. We have some in a pretty baby yellow, and it's like a 3-weight, and it's chain spun, or not chain spun. Yeah, it'd be more of a chain spun up. But a baby yellow and a white wildflower. These are $1.50 a piece by Plymouth Yarn. That one I think I gotta hide. I'll go in the bag. I'll go in the bag. I don't see
Chris K says bougie wash rags.
Yeah. I like to use pretty much 100% cotton for wash rags when possible. If they have a little acrylic or something with it, wouldn't be too bad. Maybe a little softer.
Oh, Birdie. You would think she's doing motors, guys.
Pebble says she can trade yarn.
What? I like yarn
Pebble
trade.
says she'll trade you yarn.
I'm up for yarn trade. I gotta, hold on. Let me deal with this dinosaur that's apparently dying. She's not. I promise you, she's not. And if I had my other camera, I could show you, but you would think she's dying. Give me just 2 seconds. And Diana G, yes, if you care for any of this yarn, it's for sale this evening. Man. Come on. That's the question.
Be back in a sec, Chris.
So how many hats did you end up making on your Centro today?
Three. I only did 3 today.
Yeah. Okay, so you made another one after I left.
I made 3 hats today, and I got 3.5 hats done in a month and a quarter. Right? Figure that one out.
Do you like how that works, Centro?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I got some videos lined up to do different stitches now. Do a couple
Cool.
spiral stitches. There's a pineapple stitch. So.
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, I can do color changes already. Did you see the hat I did colors on?
No, not with the color change. You were getting ready to do it for the brim, but then I just had to go. I couldn't stay any longer.
Yep. Okay. So this was the last one I did. Hold on a second.
Okay.
This was the last one I did. It's like a slouchy, but the brim is actually is a doubled up brim, but it's a single hat shell.
Okay. Nice.
The first one I did, right?
Yeah, I saw that
It's
one.
doubled up
It
too,
looks
so
good.
they're all reversible pretty much.
Right. It looks
Okay, and then
nice.
this one, which is like baby blue. So this
Oh
is
no.
baby
Oh,
baby
see, that's
blue with a white brim, or dark blue with a white brim, and the brim is also reversible as well. So you can actually change the length, the height of your brim on this one if you wanted to be like a double height,
oh, very, yeah,
see,
very
or a
cool.
single height. Yeah,
I like that.
but yeah, I was quite amazed that I was able to do three hats in 4 hours.
Yeah.
Honestly,
When I left, you were just starting to do the blue one again. You had to yank it out.
yeah. So now it's a matter of figuring out my proper chain, my proper lengths for the proper sizes, right? Because they're actually all three different sizes, like three different lengths.
Uh-huh. You get to that counter.
So it's a matter of just getting my counts down now.
Yeah, and if you get that counter to
Yeah,
put on
the
there.
counter is actually available with yeah. The counter's available if you buy the accessory pack. So the accessory pack has like six new needle heads to change off with, more needles, another crochet hook, and something else. And a couple of more feet, like taller feet, for like
Uh-huh.
$20. So I can get the counter plus everything else to make it a little taller, and then some extra stuff for changing it out with if anything breaks on me, right?
Yeah.
So I might as well just get it anyway. No big deal.
Yeah. That's a
Okay,
very
Jess
good
is back.
deal.
Couple questions for you, Jessica. Okay.
Question number 1.
How much for the fin stuff?
The fezza, all of this in. Let me grab all of it here. So the thin stuff is $2 a ball. Looking at 306 yards per. To do 100% mercerized cotton, Bella Cotton by Fezza Yarns. And we have the purple, a lavender purple, a gray, a baby blue, and an off-whitish.
Nice.
So 10 for that pack.
Yes, 10 for the lot.
Yeah.
10 for the lot on that.
Thanks, Bandy.
Let me see if there's another Fezza in here. I do. I am keeping one of the purples, the dark purple. Yeah. Oh nope, I said there's a peach. Is this the same? Yeah. Does not. Just gives a dye color, which is A3. But okay, so
So now it's 12.
yeah.
So
So
that's
you would like the 3 right now. So the 3 balls that weren't purple, which are now 4 balls that are not purple, which they got these 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, or just 2, 4, 6, and that one. Okay, so 4. Man, it's a hot in here. So 4 Fezza. Beautiful. Thank you, ma'am. Off to the side.
Hey, Jess.
Okay, next question.
Jess, looks like you're buying Essential tonight. Looks like you're buying Essential, eh?
Maybe. Yes,
Is
$8.
Joe go? Is Joe going to the Fiber Festival?
No.
I'm trying, Diana D. I'm trying, honey. I've got less than like 2 weeks to get her talked into it. I'm trying. And if not, I'm still more than happy to
Chris
come
is
pick up the
confirming.
rubbers.
Chris is confirming 8.
Yes. And then I see Mandy questioned chunky availability. And yes, I have. This is the Lion brand Jiffy, a very pretty purple.
Oh, nice.
There we go. There's the purple it is. This is a bulky 5, 135 yards. This is the color of grape, it says. And it says it's 100% acrylic, which it does read on here. I do believe this is supposed to be wool light.
Apparently,
They
he can't go. Her dog had puppies.
They are cute too.
Aww. Aww. That's awesome. Then we also have another Jiffy in country green. $3 each, Mandy. And then we also have a Wool E Thick and Quick, super bulky 6. He does feel like there was some use out of him, so he used $1.50. His color is Spice. Spice, Spice, baby. Da, 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 da. 80% acrylic, 20% wool, and I could weigh it. Actually, let me weigh it, because it does tell me how much weight's in there. 2 seconds, because I also have to figure out what's going on with this damn bird. Hey, anybody want a bird for sale? Birds? What kind of puppies did she have? Well, not she, but the dog. Yeah. Does anyone know?
Some kind of bulldog, I think.
You know you're
I'm
not
not
going to get rid
sure.
of it.
The exact kind. Diana might know better than me. What do you want? I don't have anything. No, I don't. I don't have nothing. Uh-oh. No. No. Go lay down. You're done. She says no, but I say yes.
French bulldogs are cute. But I know they're expensive. I used to one of our friends we used to coupon with. She raises blue French bulldogs, and the main stud. We had we if I was taking trips to Dawson Creek, she'd ask me if I take it up there or pick it back up, and then every time we go to Edmonton, she's like, "Is anybody going to Edmonton?" So I was in Edmonton a couple times, brought it back with us. And the thing is, the dog was so it loved road trips because it would basically just hop in the back and go to sleep the whole trip. It's a full 4.5 hour trip that it would sleep the whole way. We would stop. I'd let him out, go to the bathroom. He'd jump back in, the truck and we would drive again. Like we stopped halfway. Yeah, he would just lay back there and sleep the whole way. Because he was tired from his stud services. Very, very, very friendly, very, very well mannered dog.
We get busy on
So,
the phone.
were you under the weather today, Joe? What was going on?
Oh, the pain was just unbearable. I just couldn't stand here anymore. I went and took more drugs, which I wasn't due for them yet, but I just didn't care. And they got a hold of me, asked me what was going on, told her, and then I went and jumped in a hot shower. And then Zach came home, and I crashed for a couple hours, and so far it's okay. I already took another pain med just to catch it before it
No.
gets too bad. It was one of the worst ones I've had in a long time. Usually, even through the pain, I could sit here and chat and whatnot, but it just no, nothing was working. I was sitting here like in tears and wanting to scream, and yeah, one of them days. Are you happy now that you're up here? You're not? Why not? You need some love? Oh, you need some love?
Daddy,
There you
birdie.
go. Watch the claws. There you go. There you
One,
go.
it's a 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Come here. Is there one no? Is there no?
I need to go dig through my stash and see if I can find some bulky, like some bulkier hats. That and they'll work up quicker too.
Uh,
I know Diana D says she has some bulky yarn for me. I need to
like
get some
the
yarn
jiffy,
together for her. Like 5
the
weight.
jiffy itself wouldn't be so bad, but like the 6 weights and like the 6 5 weights they're too much on my fingers. All right, let's move
I don't really want a 6 weight. No. That Michael MDO Crochet said he found the cover story at his Walmart for $10 a piece.
What?
Yeah, I was like, man, I need to go to Walmart. I need to see if they have them, because I would buy probably about 5 of them. They make really
That's
good
not
rugs.
better.
They make good rugs. That's what I would use it for.
Okay.
'Cause for me, a 6 weight, and this is just from Zach's input, is too thick and heavy, and it's too hot. That's okay. So I don't make 6 weight hats unless requested. You just want some love tonight, don't you?
All right, come on,
Yeah,
kid. You're driving me bonkers.
give you some
All right.
love. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Motivate was upset with because I didn't know to touch me or anything earlier. I kept pushing her away. So now she's getting her loves. She's all,
Then for a bulky,
oh,
this is a
yeah.
super bulky 6, loops and threads, braided chain,
Okay, that's not too bad for a 6. I need a
100%
good rug.
acrylic,
How many
So
yards
this
on
one
that?
is, yeah, it doesn't say what color that one is. Well, and then this one's like a teal blue. And it
The
sends out
green.
to a 5.
I'd say it was 6, 5. Almost a 6.
Yeah. So 3 apiece.
And how many yards are in those?
82 yards, and it's 5.3 ounces.
Is 82 yards enough for a hat? I don't know. What's the other color? Will they go together?
Like a slate gray.
So gray would go with it. I'll take them if nobody else that wants them.
You've got dibs on them. $3 a piece.
All right. Dibs.
And if somebody else does want them, I also have 2 more, unless, JoJo, you want all 4. I have 2 gray and 2 of the blue.
What's the blue? I didn't see the blue.
Well, this
That
one.
looks green to me. Oh, that looks green
It
to
Sounds
me.
is.
green.
Teal. Sorry.
Okay, can I just have all the blue? That's all I want. I don't want the other one.
2 of these ones.
No, you had 3 of them, right?
Well, I have 2 of the teal blue. Green.
Okay, I thought you said
2
you had
green,
3.
2 gray.
Okay.
Nope. 2 green, 2 gray.
Yeah, just the green, I suppose. Has a little color.
Okay.
That
And
way,
I
if
will
I
show
run out and
you.
it's not enough, I can use the other. Because I never worked with that yarn before, so I don't know if that's enough for a hat or not for one. I'm thinking probably not. But who knows? We'll see.
All right. So these 2, and then I'll show just a couple of more, and then we'll be done for the evening. Because I know it's getting a little bit late. Where'd JoJo go? JoJo, you're over here. JoJo's over here.
Chris K says,
I only
hold on a
had
sec. Chris K says, just 13 cent. Please put with other stuff. Mandy's wanting the chunky.
Yep, I have
Mandy,
2
do you want that
more
gray chunky? That
at 3 on those.
I don't think I had anything else except for the cotton one. I love this cotton.
Yeah, that's the only other one.
Okay.
Okay, yes, you would like these ones? All right, setting those in your pile. Ooh. And I have it in white. Look what happens when I dig for something.
white.
White.
Right.
And now this Betty sitting pen. Oh, excuse me.
The white and gray would go good together.
Would you prefer one blue, one white?
Diana says she can't get used to the
No.
chunky turn.
Or you could just throw the white in there with it. I'll take the white. That's an extra.
Gotcha.
As long as nobody else wants it. I don't want to be greedy.
Hey, be greedy. All right, loosen threads on the gray. I have for you, Mandy, 2 of the gray. JoJo's got the 2 green. Ooh, I'm stuck. Oh. Sorry for all the booping. Okay. And then, so here are our small size colors of our sugars and cream. We're doing $1.50 each on them. Are you guys the same? You guys are not the same. 2 of them are the same. And everybody else is a washcloth or a soap stack size. Excuse me. And we have 6 of them. God bless America. There we go. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everybody is a different color except these 2 on the end, which where my thumb is over here. And sorry, I can't move my. There we go. Here. So $1.50 each on these guys. And if let's see, we are looking at 1.5 ounces, 42.5 grams, 100% cotton yarn sport weight. Which that makes it a 2. 2 for sport, DK3. And then these 2 are the same. Are they? Yeah, they are the same. They look different when you put them up together. Right, going back in the bag.
Well, I'll take them. Get them out of the bag. I'll take them.
Get them out.
I was waiting
Out of the
to
bag.
see if somebody else wanted them. I was seeing if somebody else wanted them.
No one wanted them. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the sugar and cream. At $1.50 a piece. Thank you, JoJo. Thank you, JoJo. Then we have 1 sugar wheel cotton called Honey It's Homemade. 335 yards.
Price.
Lightweight 3, $5. Original price $7.49. Today it's $5.
Purple.
It is purple. So it's mine. It's purple. One-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater. So we're doing sugar wheel. 5.
Diana, do you say she'll take it?
JoJo had it.
Oh, Diana wants it. She can have it. It's okay. I don't want to be greedy. It's okay. Diana can have it.
Are you sure? Diana,
Yeah,
you still want it?
With me being up here, I can say dibs before they can type it.
Okay.
So it's not fair that I take everything. It's not fair I
no,
take
you can
everything.
have it, she said. No, you don't take everything.
Oh my God, Diana, make up your mind. Because I was looking at the red too. Because it was kitchen cotton.
Yeah, this one's called cinnamon.
No, you can have it, Joe, she says.
So it's like this one's like a rusty orange. Let me see if I can get a little better color. 100% cotton, worsted weight, machine washable and dryable. It is a Lion brand, but it is an older Lion brand because I don't think I've seen kitchen cotton out and about.
That's what I need is like the kitchen type. Different color there.
That's,
almost had it.
Yeah, that's the
How
color.
many yards is there a lot of yardage on that? It looks like it.
236 yards.
How much is that one?
$3.
Diana says it's pretty
I'll
red.
take it I'll take it if nobody else wants it. Yes, if nobody else wants it. If I could use that for washcloth.
Okay. All right. Where's the purple going?
Diana.
Diana.
Okay. Diana D. I'm giving
Yep,
this sugar
she's getting
wheel to your pile. No objection.
I took
Marking
the
it off
red,
a
she can have
dojo.
the I took the red, she can have the purple.
Perfect. 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 And
Mandy says she has to go to bed. Yeah, I gotta go to bed too. The sixth graders will eat
yeah.
her alive.
And yeah, we're almost done selling yarn for the evening. So I've got 3 more to show, and then we will call it a night. And actually, when I say 3, yeah, so 2 of them are the same. So we also have a brown and white sugar and cream. This one is a 56.7 grams, so this one's actually a 2 ounce, $2. We have 2 of them. 2 for 2, so $4 for the piece.
No one's wanting it. If nobody wants it, I'll take it. I'm giving people a chance to take it.
Can't beat it. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. We're doing brown and white. And the next 2 are just different colors but the same yarn. Or do I lie? No, I lie. Technically it's the same daggone yarn. One of them's Flower Power and the other one's Granny Square, which essentially I think it's the same yarn, just different colors essentially. Both of them 100% acrylic. I do believe both are medium weight 4. Yep, medium weight 4. 250 grams each, which is 417 yards.
Prices?
The price, they are $8 a piece. That's what I ended up paying for them at Joann's. So there's
That's a cool one.
Here.
Yeah.
This
That's a
is
cool
Black Cyber Leaf.
Was it $8? Yeah, I probably would.
Diana's
Damn.
asking if you made anything with the flower power.
I have not. No. This one has some little random red in it, which should be like the center of the flower, and then the red and the yellow. Hey, Crystal. But yeah, these ones I have not made.
That green and black would look good on hats, but yeah. If nobody else wants it, just put it in my pile. Damn.
Anybody for either of them before they
The green.
go into JoJo's pile? This
The
one
green.
is you want just yep, you want this
Yeah,
one.
Yeah, not the flower power.
And honestly, like this feels heavier than
It probably is. I've got I'm using one right now of the granny squared. And it is a thicker one. I'm using a 6 hook and I could have went up to a 7 easily.
it's like it looks like a 4-weight, and you know when it's in your hands it's 4-weight, but like it feels hefty. It feels like a heavy yarn for some reason.
It's a thick 4.
Okay, because I mean it does. It feels like there's girth to it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like even compared to like this this 5 weight here, this 5 weight, this is 4 ounces. The screen square is only double it, but it feels like so much heavier than what this would be. So yeah, thank you guys for all shopping my stash for late night stash de-stash. Right? Oh, this is awesome. So do you guys know what that means? I get to place my order.
Goodbye, farewell, Avitas, and good night to you and you and you and you and you. Good
If anybody cares
night.
to watch the replay, and if you see any yarn that you prefer to purchase, go ahead and reach out to me. But I don't think much of it has gone back into a box. But Diana D, thank you. And Diana D, I will just, if we're going to do that trade D thing, yeah. So we'll figure all that, we'll work all that out. Because someone's out of town tomorrow, correct?
Yep, I'm out of town tomorrow.
Okay.
So I won't be on tomorrow night.
So no crochet Monday.
But Jess can be on. Jess can be selling some more yarn or doing some more crocheting.
Did you make nice stuff?
I don't know. I don't want to take your spot.
Chicken stuff.
Wow.
Okay.
Funny girl.
I went to clown
All right,
school
we're going to say
today.
goodnight, everybody.
Yes.
Yep.
Me as well, Diana D. That's kind of what started this yarn project. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Hold on.
Have a good night, everyone.
Take care. Have fun. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow night. With Jess, we'll be with you tomorrow night. All right. See you later.